So Vicky, let's bring out the next speaker, which is going to be Michele Howe Clarke. She's going to be our next guest speaker. She's going to be 28 days to magnetize success easily with moon magic and momentum. Kind of funny that in the same room we have, in the playroom, we have Holly, who just launched Moon Magic Water. So I think that's pretty cool. At the same time, guys, don't forget we have all the healers and readers waiting in room number 2 for sessions with you. They're here to give you your 5-minute freebies. And if you want to go deeper, then you pay them extra. And sometimes these people are like, you know, $200-300 an hour, and you're going to get them for like $1 or $2 a minute. So take advantage of this opportunity that you're never going to have until next month. Okay, guys? Anybody else want to say anything? And we're going to introduce Michele.
Hi, Michele.
Oh, Michele.
Okay,
Awesome.
Michele, go for it, girlie.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. So as I'm moving to my share screen, I'm going to, seriously, did you hear about the cow that jumped over the moon? Do you know why? Because the farmer's hands were ice cold. But on a serious note, did you hear about the bones found on the moon? Oh man, the cow didn't make it. All right, everybody, you know, sometimes you got to be silly in life, because silly actually equals blessed. So I just allowed myself to be silly with you. And I like to be silly because I am blessed. So let's jump right in here. First, let me congratulate you, because you're an action taker. You're here at the Psychic Healing Fair because you have hearkened to your navigator of life success. It has led you here to hearken to amazing information. Now, as all the healers know, I am sweating up a storm because I am moving energy for you, for your own uniqueness, that divinity that you came here to share and shine. Today, we're talking about moon magic momentum, because in 28 days, you can catch from seed to fallow. You can grow from a seed into a blossom and then come back into a hibernative state to regenerate and regroup. And you get this blessing every 28 days or so. So this is the Life Success Pro system. And I just have to start here because Face Forward You is all about accessing the 80% of your mind quantum power that allows you to manifest. So right now we're working with 20% of actually what we can do. So Face Forward You, Life Success Pro Path, is all about accessing better and better. It's about accessing your unlimited potential and to hearken to your greatness. So I just want you to get familiar that we work within a hexagram system, because the whole thing with the hexagon is that it's all about function, structure, and order. Now, for things to work, I'm an MBA. So I come from you with a BU degree and a Howard MBA, and I still work in investment real estate finance because I like things to work in my favor. So with that being said, I like things to make sense and dollars. Right? I want you to have better and better all the time. Now, aggressive, disfiguring, life-threatening cancer broke my perception and gave me the answer. Now, I want you to meet Super You. Now, Super You is composed of 2 parts of you, right? There's super, and super is the captain of your cybernetic biochemical evolutionary machine. So that's pretty super. You is your own uniqueness, that seed of excellence that you came here to share and shine, right? That spark of divinity. So you have this cybernetic suit that you actually are sparked by divinity. So my goal is to make you a pro so that you can actually draw to you manifestation. When you gather enough quantum mind power, you're going to begin to build the stuff that creates from the ether into the manifest. So I am Michele Howe Clarke, and I'm your Thrive Guide into the flow of your divine design shine. Let's go. I am the best-selling author of 2 books on Amazon and also a TEDx speaker. This week, almost hitting 55,000 views. And the Face Forward You momentum is growing because we all have a miracle to share. So when I was broken open, the first thing that enacted in me is that I had a baby girl. She was 6 months old, and the doctor told me, hey, how about you die beautiful with your beautiful smile and just be beautiful until you die in about 6 months. And I said, wait, I've got a 6-month-old baby. And in that moment, it's like I planted a stake and I call it your Thrive Drive. Your Thrive Drive. Engage it. So within you is your Thrive Drive. It's an inherent urge to grow, to evolve, to become, because you are the stuff of the universe individuating here. So I'd like to just take a moment and ask you to agree with me on 4 agreements. Okay, so if you can, just check me out in the chat box and give me a hell yes or a wave as we move through these 4 agreements. The first agreement that I want you to be aware of and agree with me on is that I am that I am. Agreed? Give me a yes. I'm going to move on to the second agreement, which is that you are blessed with manifestation. Can I get a hell yes? All right, all right. Now, third agreement that I want you to agree with me on is that you are able to be responsible, right? Responsible. I want you to be captain of your responses because it's right there that you begin to build your quantum power. And the fourth agreement is that you came here to grow. Can I get a hell yes, right? The space keeps on growing and monad keeps on growing. So if mama love keeps on growing, then baby, you got to keep on growing too. All right. So I am your Thrive Guide into the flow of your divine design shine. Let's go. I'm sweating for you because this is a beautiful time. We are in such a time of manifestation and evolution. The age of Aquarius, harmony and understanding. Equality shall rule the land, right? So here I just came back. This is what I'm talking about, bringing manifest to you. Here I am just the other day, birthday present to myself, my son, an anniversary present to my husband. And we went out and my husband here, Dwayne Clarke, Dwayne.Clarke.1485 on Instagram. This is his Milky Way. There are tens of billions of galaxies in the universe. Earth's is the Milky Way. And there she is, beautiful. There's my camper, my 4 kids, the 4 of us within a camper. My friend Eileen came to visit and we chilled out in Montauk, #1 beach on the Northeast. Can I get a hell yes? So yes, so we were just there. And that's the type of thing that when you are the captain of your cybernetic suit, you can make this kind of wonder happen in your life. And there's my husband standing underneath the Milky Way, just shining a light on the Milky Way for you to see. I hope that you enjoy it. And there we are, a path to the future. That's what I want you guys to understand, that there is a path. There are laws that govern our space-time reality. So with that being said, here's a testimony of one of my clients. You know, we have a way of just slogging it out through life and to always just only have enough or just enough energy or just enough money. And the whole thing is that when you get into the flow of the alchemical, magical manifestation rules that operate our space-time reality, then you're able to start to govern yourself and begin to grow your quantum power until you have it in your hands, growing into something that you design. Your divine design shines. It's like a light within you that is beckoning you forward. The thing is that distraction is causing us to have our dissipation within our energetic field. So we're in a quintuple D threat. And the fact is that distraction is at the helm of this threat, right? Distraction is leading us to dissipation of our energy. And when you dissipate energy, it's like you're a little tiny boat at the mass of the sea and the wind and the waves are just moving you around and you have no control. You just feel at the whim of life. That's not what we want for you at Face Forward You. Can I get a yes, yes? I mean, isn't that agreed? Isn't that correct that you want better and better for yourself? And you're here at the Psychic Fair because you know that there are access points to intel that can help you compound your interest and receive more than there was before. But distraction is what's dissipating us. It's causing us to be diabetic. It's causing us to be depressed. It's causing us to be dependent. It's causing us to be diseased. So I want you to hearken to our what we are working to conquer, right? What we are working to gain. So I'm going to let you know what we're looking to master. So there is a meter. It's a quantum power mindset meter. And what it does is it measures whether you're slogging it out over here, really not feeling great, or you're beginning to actually grow good, where you can manifest more than there was before. Now, the stuff of manifestation is within your power, because you are the super you, right? You really have, you not only have your cybernetic biochemical evolutionary suit that you're wearing, but you have divinity that sparks within you. And the more you begin to master your magic mindset, then you are able to gather this quantum power and direct it. So how does that work? So what happens is that first you're hearkened with awakening, with an awareness. And many of you here today are hearkened to your awakening. And you're aware that the second part, that there's a choice to be made. And this is when you begin to activate. So there is always a choice in every moment. You're either choosing for the good or you're choosing for the lack. It's an alchemical pole. And we're always moving, transmuting along the pole by degrees. So that's our power. Our power is alchemical because we can actually transmute emotional scales and become better and better. And the more we raise our vibration consistently, then we are able to, so not only do we have the awakening and then the choice, but then we recognize that the choice has to be made. So we decide. The decision point is key, but many of us are so distracted to decide on anything is very, very difficult. We want to be told what to do, but actually who's telling you is your navigator. You have a navigator of divine design shine, and it's engaged by Thrive Drive, your urge to grow and to become. The universe wants to individuate. It wants to feel your own uniqueness. It wants you to express your full potential in this life and manifest away. Magically, alchemically. It's real, it's real, it's real. Because I'm an MBA and I'm not kidding around. Over here, I'm making money. And over here, I'm talking about magic, because that's where we are in this age of Aquarius. It can be both. My Gemini self can integrate. I can speak the truth. This is the time. And so can you. So let's talk about some miracles. Here I am standing before you, alive, 17 years after a 6-month death diagnosis. Here I am standing before you with a nerve that regenerated from nothing. It grew back because I allowed my mind to allow the possibility of that regrowth. And so now, instead of me drooling and lisping and being utterly disgusting with my mouth hanging open all the time, I'm able to grin at you. My eye has no nerve, but magically it continues to blink, not perfectly. But inside of me is perfection. Inside of you is perfection. And so how do you grow good? You gather this quantum power by deciding and then taking that decision. And remember, the path to the future doesn't open up in one big gust and you can see the end destination. It opens up every step you take. The next step is given to you. So when you make that baby decision, what it needs to be sparked by your divinity, by that enthusiasm, by the excitement of a child in a candy store, by the excitement of joy and silliness, because within that light is you, your own uniqueness. You begin by activating and taking that small step. I feel like going to the beach, baby. Go to the beach. The intel will come. Take the step, decide. Focus your power on that. You've made a decision and now you're going to implement it. You're going to be not a wisher-wanter, you're going to be an implementer, an actualizer. And every time you actualize and you step forward into the truth of you, you become stronger in quantum power. I shake with it as I say this to you because the truth is so inherent in you and it is so magical and so beautiful. And you are so blessed. You're blessed. We are blessed. And the more we take that in, the more good we can grow. Because I like growing good, baby. I want my life to be good, better, and better. Always stay hydrated, right? So with that being said, moon magic momentum is a fantastic vehicle that you can use to begin to move down the pro path. Okay, so we talked about a lot, but there's so much in this technology. I can only hit very high notes, but I want to give you at least a container to put this in. And first, I want to make sure that you know that this is a vibrationally entrained sacred container that you stepped into, where I am holding vibration for you moving upward so that you can feel better and better and become better and better. So welcome to this blessed space. Fulfillment is like your north. It is what we reach for. Love is like your south. It is what we stand on. Wealth is like your left hand and health is like your right. These are the 4 directions that pull our lives in 4 directions. But yet we are able to integrate and become that center spoke, the hub, the one that knows. And you're here to gather that intel, to become the hub of your life so that you can spin your wheel your way. So let's get into some more technology. So we talked about the navigator. You have a compass of serenity. It is within you, okay? And it's always saying, balance me. I stand on tripods. I am able to, on triads, I am able to help you balance in the directions of these 4 directions of life: health, wealth, love, and fulfillment. So with that, I'm getting, excellent. So looking at my time, good. So I want to talk a little bit about this, the Life Success Pro technology, so that we can get into the moon momentum. So SUCCESS, now that's the way you spell success. Now my pro technologies, the pro path, when you join me on the pro path for your life success, and don't join me until you're ready to make your life a masterpiece, because I'm not kidding around here. So when you jump in to this life success pro path, we're talking about the universal laws that operate our space-time reality, and getting behind that wheel and beginning to operate the modalities that are compoundable and leverageable. I'm all about finance. That's what I do. Make more from less and make it compound with interest for you, your own uniqueness, because your light is the light that will light somebody else's light and illuminate this planet and bring radiance to our earth. And that is what we are all about in this age of Aquarius. And the rise of the feminine. Oh, babies. Oh, ladies. It's our time, my dears. So with that being said, we are now going to go into S of the story of success, right? So it's a mental universe, my friends. So you better step into your story and tell it right. You are the narrator. So Energy Pro is a container, a hexagon container built on function, structure, and order, because we want things to work. And in the Energy Pro container, we go deep on chakras, right? We go deep on how does this energy system work? How can I control it? It was the first step I had to take. Like when I went deep in Cancer and they're like, you're never going to speak correctly. You're going to drool. You're going to lisp. You don't have a second child. Second miracle, my friends. My baby boy turned 11 on my trip to Montauk, and he is fantastic now. And he was a shoulda, couldn't, not supposed to, don't do it, hearken to Western medicine, be frightened for your life, don't do it when my boy's 11 and I'm fine, he's fine, we're good. So just, you have a navigator. It's telling you the truth. I'm not saying disregard useful medicine, please integrate all. It is so important. But Energy Pro is a beautiful container. It was the first things I had to meet so that I could actually become able to know that I was the captain of my energy and the captain of my healthcare team. People, please just take this page out of Energy Pro and the story that you tell. Your doctor is not your captain. Your husband or wife is not your captain. This is your life. You make the calls, my friends. No one's going to be with you. You are with yourself, waking up from anything that you have to face in life. So work it out for yourself. Focus that concentration and become that implementer, become the captain of your healthcare team. But let's move right into Nature Pro, right? So what is you? SUCCESS, right? You, unity, UNNTY. That's for unity, UNNTY. That's for unity, right? So as above, so is below. There is correspondence. There is correspondence. We have aid. We didn't come here without aid, my friends. We came here with aid. We came here with assistance. We came here with guardians. We came here with ancestry. We came here with help. All we have to do is begin to align. So align. It's time for the pro path. It's time to flow and know, right? So let's talk about Nature Pro. Nature Pro container, again, built in that sacred hexagon, function, order, structure. I want things to work for you. So moon magic momentum. The moon is an oracle to hearken you to that first awakening of awareness. The moon is an oracle that can help you build your mind quantum power. The moon offers you a full cycle of evolutionary growth every 28 days. You can awaken like a bear from hibernation in the dark moon and allow yourself to a slow grow to the full moon, receiving, understanding where you are in the zodiac, where you are with the moon zodiac cycle, where you are with the waxing, the waning. Are you crescent full? Are you crescent heading toward the new? What's the dark moon magic? There are so many leverage points that the moon offers you. But the first request that I have for you is just to awaken to her beauty. Gaze up at her daily and allow yourself to take in her magic, because she is hearkening you to the greatness of you. She is awakening your divine design shine. She is saying, come play with me, know me. I grow and I grow, and then I am full, and then I release and I let go and I put down and I put away and I relax myself. And then I allow for there to be an end, because in the end, there is room for a beginning. And as we are able to allow ourselves to focus, because you see, this distraction, it is so deep and encompassing. We are so dissipated at this time that we cannot gather enough power to actually believe that there's magic, alchemy, and manifestation. But yet you are here because you're awakened to the fact that, yes, it is true. There is more to you than you knew. And that's why you're here. Because if you are able to say on the full moon, let me begin, let me be courageous, let me start, right? And then as it wanes down, letting go of all of the things that aren't working, because then you're actually becoming an implementer, an actualizer. You're stepping into super you and you're captaining this life with purpose, right? Because if you're understanding when to let go, and then at the quarter waning moon, at the half waning moon, you're able to just say, receive. Because one of the things that we have a difficult time, particularly us ladies, my queens, is that we don't receive so well. We give. Well, the half moon is saying receive. So on those, if you're looking up and there she is half, allow yourself a moment of connection to receive, my friends. Allow, because we give and the equation must be equal, yin, yang. We must receive also. Make room for receiving. And then program on the new moon. And on the full moon, program. What is it you want? What are you thinking about? What is the next step? How does this 28 days look? Right? Program on the moon, on the new moon and the full moon. On the dark moon, let go, stop. Be dark, be quiet, be still. Allow yourself time to just let to go to fallow. All seed must fallow to grow again. Ready the earth. I am so excited to share with you, and I invite you forward on this path with me, sojourn with me to your greatness. Let's make your life a masterpiece, but don't join me until you're ready to actually make your life a masterpiece, because I'm not messing around. There is a pro pack here, and you're already on it. Your navigator of divine design led you right here to me, and we got more for you. So with the moon, grab her hand and know that you're the one. Help your compass be steady. Are you laughing enough? Are you living enough? Do you know that your mind is not just your brain, but it's made of your heart and your guts? Those three are your trinity of mind power. Don't forget to rely on your heart. Your heart is your guide. Your heart is your navigator. And we are at time, I believe, to give you a magic reward.
Amazing and wonderful. Thank you for being magnificent. I love your program. Now your door prize, it's going to be a moon magnet 5-card. The key to read your reading, right?
Right. So it's a moon magnet. It's a profile of your archetype, so you can get a sense of where this phase of the moon can take you, because there is magic here. And I want you to start the sojourn to your divine design shine. So yes, that is my free gift, a 5-card archetypal moon reading.
And that's to maximize your next 28 days, right?
Absolutely.
Valued at $147?
It is valued at $147.
Fantastic. So we're going to ask all our guests to pick a number from 1 to 99. So you can win this magnificent prize. Okay. And for you to write down that number.
So everybody write in the chat
Mhm.
0 to 99, and Michelle's going to put on a piece of paper the winning number, and the closest number will win the gift. You cannot have won before, and you cannot be a volunteer or a practitioner or vendor. So anybody who's here in the room, please put down a number if you'd like to win. The closest number will win. Okay, we got some numbers coming in. Beautiful. I love these odd numbers. This is really testing us today. No, or my mind is like off. Okay, I got my paper and pen out in order to divide and separate. Okay, guys, so coming up next, we have Holly still in the playroom. Because we do have a cancellation, Holly can continue in the playroom, and you can go join her in room number 1.
And
Room
she-
number 2 is where you can have all your readings, your sessions, and your bookings, and take your life to another level. And coming up next is Julian Michael. And we're going to introduce us master numerologist when we're done. And he's going to be talking about being the new human being and in the new Tesla field of metamorphosis in 2021 and beyond.
Well, it looks like TC Hulls is the one that won.
So we don't have a number yet. So Michelle has to hold up the number, and then we're going to figure out who won.
I'm a 70, just so you know, 70.
Oh, so that makes easy. So Nicole got it. That's as close as it can get. Yeah. Hey,
Perfect.
Nicole. You must have just showed up.
All right, guys, join me in room 7. Nicole and everyone who wants to go to heaven, room 7's the place. Get a reading today.
Nicole, you just showed up, did you, girlie?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. And put your information into the chat so that she can follow it.